I'm sorry, folks. YouTube turned down my sound. I'm sorry about that. Let me repeat this. The governor of New Mexico has issued an executive order suspending our constitutional rights under the First and the Second Amendment. Our constitutional rights have been suspended in the state of New Mexico. As of a couple hours ago, the New Mexico governor has suspended our rights. Our rights to freedom of speech, the First Amendment, have been suspended. If you do not speak the language that she wants to hear, you will be arrested. If you do not do what she says, you will be arrested. This is coming from the governor of New Mexico. Our Second Amendment rights have also been suspended. Okay? We have several members of our family, our EMA family, that live in New Mexico. If you carry a weapon, if you carry a concealed weapon, or you carry a weapon on your side that is loaded, you will be arrested. I've never heard of anything like this ever before. In all my days, I never thought that we would be living under a dictatorship as this woman from New Mexico has given it now. I can't even understand how she could get away with this. Sitting beside her was one of her aides, and also sitting on the other side of her was the commander of the New Mexico police. So this is official. I saw it. I'm going to try to give you the audio portion of her statement. The statement lasts 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Governor Lujan L-U-J-A-N Grisham has issued an order to suspend open and concealed carries of guns. This is her story right here.
Strongly that this is a violation.
She was expecting pushback, but she held her ground as she announced a 30-day ban on open and concealed carry laws in Bernalillo County. News 13's Gabe Chavez was in Santa Fe for that news conference, and tonight has the outrage it has sparked.
Jessica, the move angered many leaders, including the police union, who say they feel strongly that this is a violation of the Second Amendment rights of citizens. A city councilor worries it will make the city more dangerous. There are a lot of questions tonight, including if the order is even legal and how it will be enforced.
No one right now in New Mexico, and particularly in Albuquerque, is safe in a movie theater, at a park, at a school, at a grocery store, at an Isotopes game.
The governor's public health order states gun violence and drug abuse statewide has caused a health emergency. It then lists orders, including stating no person other than law enforcement officers or licensed security officers shall possess a gun openly or concealed in public, in counties averaging more than 1,000 violent crimes per 100,000 people. Meaning this would only apply to Bernalillo County, which the governor also pointed out has a high number of emergency room visits for gun injuries. And she says she's had enough with children being killed.
But I have to take a tough, direct stand where basically I'm just ignoring the fact that we lost an 11-year-old.
The governor says she knows criminals won't listen to this order, but she hopes the public will. and start reporting gun crimes. She says it will be.
Okay? Now, folks, this is serious. This is serious. I, in fact, now want to show you this news conference that she hastily came up with today. I'm going to show it to you live here. Sorry about that, guys.
Once you see what's in these two heavy-duty totes, you'll feel safer when the next disaster rolls around, because you'll know where you can get a survival food stockpile that's meant to last. These totes are designed to last for 25 years.
The governor today said she was expecting pushback, but she held her ground as she announced a 30-day ban on open and concealed carry laws in Bernalillo County. News 13's Gabe Chavez was in Santa Fe for that news conference, and tonight has the outrage it has sparked.
Jessica, the move angered many leaders, including the police union, who say they feel strongly that this is a violation of the Second Amendment rights of citizens. A city councilor worries it will make the city more dangerous. There are a lot of questions tonight, including if the order is even legal and how it will be enforced.
No one right now in New Mexico, and particularly in Albuquerque, is safe in a movie theater, at a park, at a school, at a grocery store, at an Isotopes game.
The governor's public health order states gun violence and drug abuse statewide has caused a health emergency. It then lists orders, including stating no person other than law enforcement officers or licensed security officers shall possess a gun openly or concealed in public, in counties averaging more than 1,000 violent crimes per 100,000 people. Meaning this would only apply to Bernalillo County, which the governor also pointed out has a high number of emergency room visits for gun injuries. And she says she's had enough with children being killed.
But I have to take a tough, direct stand where basically I'm just ignoring the fact that we lost an 11-year-old.
The governor says she knows criminals won't listen to this order, but she hopes the public will and start reporting gun crimes. She says it will be enforced by state police as a civil offense, which she acknowledges may be tough to carry out.
Okay? This is unreal. This is absolutely unheard of and should never be tolerated, guys. This should never be tolerated. Folks, I'm astounded that this could happen in our country. Hold on a second. Something's going on here. Okay, fortunately it stopped. You can have a gun in your house, but you can't carry it out. You cannot carry the gun around on your person in your house. Okay? Carolyn Martins in the chat says, states have control over weapon laws, not federal. In this case, she has violated federal law. Plain and simple.
At first all I heard was him yelling. I'm used to that, you know, but I turned around and he just on my property, waving a gun.
Okay, sorry about that. I figured out where that was coming from. The federal law is up and above the state law. Yes, the state can suspend the concealed carry of weapons. Yes, the state can. But the Second Amendment is up and above the state. The state cannot just state you can't carry guns, period. She's wrong. This is not, I repeat, under federal law, she cannot do what she just did. she will be ruled against. This law won't stand up to the federal courts. You can't do this. You just can't. Carolyn Martin says, aren't there carry laws in every state with different levels? Yes, there are. But she cannot simply, and she said that she did usurp Second Amendment rights. Second Amendment rights are now out the door. You can't do that. Deborah G says, there goes the Constitution. You're right. I wanted to make sure that we got this information out. You heard her say this. I wanted to make sure that you heard her say this. Okay? This is serious. This is serious. Our constitutional rights will go out the window. Deborah G is asking, what state is this? New Mexico. One of the biggest reasons that I have come out with this information is because we have many people that are members of the EMA family that live in New Mexico. She can't do this. She cannot do this. It's a violation of our First and Second Amendment rights. And she goes on to talk about the rights ending right here and right now. Tough laws. Tough laws. Again, I never thought in my wildest imagination that any of this could possibly even happen in our country. No way, no how.
The governor today.
Okay, let me put this back out so you can see it. Everybody needs to see this information. This is only like a 2.5 minute presentation. So I'm going to put it out right now so you can watch the entire dissertation here. I hope I can anyway. Please just stand by here. It's this lady right here. Hold on a second, guys.
5:30. Attention business owners. If you're a business owner, you can get free access to this book, 77 Ways to Get More Customers. This 5:30.
Good evening. Just over an hour ago, the governor says she's temporarily suspending open and concealed carry in Bernalillo County. News 13's Gabe Chavez is live in Santa Fe with more on the governor's announcement. Gabe?
Jessica, sitting alongside the Albuquerque Police Chief and the Bernalillo County Sheriff, the governor says part of this new health order is a 30-day suspension on open and concealed carry on public property for anyone except for law enforcement or licensed security.
I've warned everyone that we expect a challenge. Probably while you're writing this, we're getting a challenge, and that's the way it should work. But I have to take a tough, direct stand where basically I'm just ignoring the fact that we lost an 11-year-old. Another child.
The order is effective as of today, and again only applies to Bernalillo County. The governor is basing the order on the county averaging more than 1,000 violent crimes per 100,000 people, and a lot of emergency room visits for gun injuries. As for enforcement, she admits it will, quote, be complicated, but they're working with state police and district attorneys on how it will work. The governor says anyone caught breaking the order will fall under a civil violation connected to her public health order. The governor says she doesn't expect criminals to follow the order, but she hopes it's, quote, a resounding message to everyone else in the community to report gun crime.
The point here is that if everyone did it, and I wasn't legally challenged, you would have fewer risks on the street. And I could safely say to every New Mexican, and particularly those folks living in Albuquerque and Bernalillo County, I believe that you're safer for the next 30 days. We'll have to wait and see.
Alongside the order, the governor is appointing former State Police Chief Pete Casetas to head up a task force on gun violence. There's also a $750,000 appropriation to help pay for this order. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Gabe.
Okay, that's what's going on. Okay, now you've heard the entire dissertation from the governor. You can go over to YouTube and you can look at any part of this as she put it out last night. But effective yesterday, parts of New Mexico, Bernalillo County, and Albuquerque no longer have First and Second Amendment rights. It's gone. Valdese N is asking, is this for the whole state of New Mexico? No. This is for the entire county of Bernalillo County and Albuquerque. This is not going to stand. When a federal challenge comes up, the federal government will tell her that she does not have that right. I fully expect that to happen. Okay? Does anyone have any questions? I thought that this was sufficient emergency declaration that we needed to come on the air to tell you about it. Hurricane Heather says Bernalillo County has more gangs than y'all could count. Folks, I was in Gang Central in San Diego. San Diego had 1,400 named gangs. 1,400 named gangs in San Diego. In my particular patrol area by itself, we had 5 known gangs just in my patrol area. Hundreds and hundreds of gang members. So that governor declaring a state of emergency and usurping First and Second Amendment rights, it's not going to stand. Sorry. Gun violence is bad, yes. She must do what she can other than the violation of everybody's rights to take control of this. She can go after the gangs. They have sufficient police officers, sheriff's deputies. They could end the violence by the gangs in a very short time period. I know. In San Diego, the gangs run the city, regardless of what anybody thinks in San Diego. Yes, San Diego does have a mayor, and town councils, and city councils, and San Diego County commissioners. They could get rid of gangs in a heartbeat in San Diego if they wanted to. They won't. And the same thing occurs in Albuquerque. Okay? Captain Apana said in the chat here, I've had 3 crimes committed against me this summer in Southern California. Oh yeah. Yeah. But it's the politicians that will not ever do what they need to do to stop the violence. You can't usurp people's constitutional rights. That does not happen. She would have to go to the President of the United States and to the Department of Justice of the United States of America to get an order to usurp constitutional rights, and it's not going to happen. Okay? Rick Silva says, mentioned the need to prosecute criminal activity. You're absolutely right. But again, the governor and the district attorney in that county are not doing what they need to be doing. There are laws around, but they are not correctly enforcing the laws. They are basically being told not to enforce it until now. When the governor of New Mexico says, if anybody is caught carrying a weapon of any kind, you'll go to jail. Quickly, the jails are going to fill up. Not everybody can be arrested. You can't do it. There are not enough holding facilities anywhere to arrest everybody. Okay? And then leave law-abiding citizens alone. They need to leave law-abiding citizens alone. And law-abiding citizens need to help stop what is going on. And she could ask that law-abiding citizens use their First and Second Amendment rights to stop what's going on. The governor could do that, but she won't. The governor of New Mexico is a liberal governor. She will not allow citizens like they have in Florida to stop the violence. I saw a sheriff's deputy on Thursday hold a news conference in his county telling homeowners that have guns, open carry, weapons in Florida, they would like the citizens to use their power to stop home invasions and rapes, robberies, and mutilations of people. They would rather the citizens do it and then call the sheriff to clean it up. Okay? To stand your ground in Florida works, but not in New Mexico, because now the constitutional rights of people have been suspended. I hope you guys have a good day and a better tomorrow. If anything else happens, we'll be back here on the air to tell you about it as soon as the information becomes available. Please give us a thumbs up if you think this video is important. The information given you is important. Also, please leave us your comments down below this video today. We'd sure appreciate it. Pass all of this information and the Moroccan earthquake information around to everyone you know. Please also check your subscriptions to this channel to make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you believe this information is good for you. Like I said before many times, we come on the air to give you emergency information when we have it around, and now we have again. We hope you have a great day. God bless you. God be with you till we meet again. Have a good day, everybody. We'll see you.